In this session, let's talk about how to log in inside a container and then how to verify the logs of a container. As part of it, in the previous session, we have created two containers. Now I want to log in inside these containers. We can't use SSH. Instead of that, we can use docker CLI command in order to log into these containers. How to do that? There are two approaches again. Either we can use docker container attach or we use docker container exec. It is better we prefer all the time to use docker container exec over docker container attach. That is the reason why let me concentrate on docker container exec command. How to execute it? Docker container exec. In some documents you might have seen, when you refer, they will give docker exec. It doesn't matter, it will work. As per the latest Docker version, they are trying to segregate. All the container related actions they are placing under Docker container. All the image related actions they are placing under Docker image. All the volume related actions they are specifying under Docker volume. That's how they are trying to segregate. Even though if you refer old document, don't get confused. Docker container exec or docker exec. We can give any one of them. In this scenario, I will go for docker container exec. And then I need a terminal. So -t. And then with interactive mode. Either we can write these options individually or we can club them together. As is shown. And then now name of a container. Nginx demo 01. And then I want a bash terminal to interact with the container system. And now enter. We can see I have logged in inside the container, which is a host name web server 01. Now what are the actions I try to perform? Those will get executed inside a container. Let me show the proof. I'm not able to execute IP space A command because in order to execute IP command, I don't have a package that is installed on the system. If I need to do that, I have to install the package. I can do that. Why? Because this Nginx image what I've used, it is a Debian operating system. That's the reason I can run apt update command. You can see it is a Debian operating system. And then I can run apt install -y and then IP route 2. This is your basic requirement. For the Nginx application what I'm running inside the container, it doesn't need this package. That's the reason it is not available. Who has built this image? Now, if I run the command, it will work. We can see the IP addresses of the container. One is localhost and one is 172.17.0.2, which is assigned to this container by Docker engine. And if you want to log out, either we can execute exit command or we can give Ctrl D. Hold the control button and give D from the keyboard. That's all. The container will be in running status. It will not get stopped if you log out from the container. This is one of the method what we have in order to log in inside a container. Now as part of troubleshooting, I want to see the logs of a container. How to verify it? Just you need to run the command docker container logs. Old commands will show you docker logs, but the latest one we can use docker container logs. Which container? Any one of them. It's up to us. We can see the logs which have been displayed of a container. These are standard output logs. What have been captured of the container that I can print it. This will help you a lot as part of troubleshooting. I want to know sometimes why the container has been failed. Due to what reason? In those conditions, to pull that data, we can verify the logs of a container. Even though the container got stopped due to some failure or successfully stopped or is it running, I can execute this command. This is how we have to use as part of troubleshooting. In this session, we have discussed about exec and logs. Thank you.